For the last 4 weeks, my friends and I have been followed by this mysterious stalker who's been making our lives miserable. They've been watching us, following us, breaking into our homes, terrifying our loved ones, and making life super difficult. And we have an idea of what's going on, and we have a solution. Here we go. So just to explain what's been going on and why it's such a big deal, we are YouTubers. We post videos across our channels and our other friends' channels, approximately what, 10, 15 videos a week. We love our jobs and we love making content for everyone to see, but the problem is there's a price to pay when you are an online public figure, and that's you give up a lot of privacy. We've lost our privacy because recently people have been showing up to where we live, people have been showing up to where we work, people have been following us, harassing us, and overall it's getting really overwhelming. Let me give you a few examples of what we dealt with so far. Basically, first, our friend Liz had someone find where she lives outside of work, outside of where we film, break a window, and try to break into her apartment. So Stove, what did you experience?
I came home, basically I was vlogging like a normal vlog, showing how I just kind of unwind at the end of the day. I go in game, I order some food, and I thought I heard a knock. I opened the door, and I actually found a note that's like, I don't know if I actually showed you guys.
No.
It's a note with the creepy face again. I'm like, oh my gosh, I started freaking out. I'm like, I've never posted anything about my address, where I live, same with all of us.
I haven't either, and I'm really lucky that no one has come and messed with me yet.
So basically, I like was confused because I didn't get my food. I thought a knock, you know, and on the app it says the food was near. Closed the door, and in that video I hear a noise downstairs. I'm like, what is that? And then I realized someone was in my house. So I've never felt so scared in my life because my home is the one place I feel the safest. I need to find my keys. Where are my keys at? Oh, my keys aren't there. Where is Okay, no. The mail's right here. The keys. I thought the keys were right here. Hold on. Where did I put my keys? Where did I put my keys? I literally thought I put them on the table. You know what? I'm just going to hold on. What was that? Hello? 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 Okay. Dude, someone was in my house. Dude, that's freaky. Oh my god. Okay, someone was in my freaking house right now. I need to find my keys and then I need to get out of here. And so that led me to basically running away from my own home. I had to contact my landlord to change the locks, and I was—
Did you really?
Yeah, that's what led me to basically living in my car, trapped in my car for 3 days, and that's where you guys were trying to find me and I was like missing, you know?
So, I'm gonna have a serious moment for a second. Yes, we love to make videos, we love to make content, have a good time, but there are a lot of times where the things that we're talking and the things we're portraying are actually a lot more serious than you may be led to believe, or we may be showing you. For example, when Liz's apartment was broken into, that was the scariest one yet, because I believe she was— no, her roommate Denise, just Denise was there alone, someone broke in. Like, that's terrifying for some people. Stove was home by himself. That's terrifying. Luckily, Stove knew how to handle the situation, knew he needed to get out and to remove himself from that dangerous environment he was in, right? And yes, there's time where people on the internet have dealt with stalkers before. Like, do you know what's weird? You can look at this, there are tons of videos of people who have been stalked on the internet before, and I'm not surprised, because it's really easy to find where people live, find where people film. Don't do that, is what I'm trying to say.
Being a YouTuber and making videos for a living is a dream for a lot of people, so I can see why, you know, we do have a lot of fans, but also there could be a lot of people who are like enemies, basically. They're like jealous.
The amount of hate comments I get, not even YouTube, Instagram.
Yes, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be completely transparent with everyone who's watching. There are times where we make things seem more fun or more exciting or more, well, how do I say this? Like more YouTube friendly, so we can like show everybody what's going on. But there are legitimate times where we are frightened by what's going on and what's happening is freaking us out. I just wanna mention that first. And like, you see a lot of people on the internet deal with these weird stalkers or like people following them, like the Dobre brothers. You could type it in, there's tons of people. We dealt with someone doing this last year, somebody breaking in places last year. Like, there are legitimate people who come to where we are living or where we are working.
They have no remorse.
Yeah,
it's because there's like millions of eyes on these videos, and we've had actually fans come up and say like, oh, we recognize something in the background. On our end, we have to be safe. Like, that's why we try to not show addresses to kind of limit that.
For sure, yeah, showing addresses, like there's times where people will see a house in the background in the far left corner of the frame and be like, oh, let me like go to Google Earth and like what's the word?
Triangulate.
Is that the right word?
I think so.
They like triangulate.
Calculate. calculate.
Sure, they calculate and triangulate the
Coordinate.
location. Yeah, they coordinate. I don't know what the words are. They find exactly where we live just by finding like a reference point. And that's kind of crazy, yo. Like that's so.
Super sketch.
My point being, why, and I think this is what I wanted to maybe title this video, is like, why are these people only targeting YouTubers? And I think that's because YouTubers make their lives public. Social media people make their lives public for people to see, and that's kind of where the danger arises. I'm not saying that we're in immediate danger right now. When we're making videos like, somebody broke into our house, somebody is following me. Yes, we've been publicizing that and showing everybody what's been going on because we want to let people into our lives, but at the same time, and Stove was telling me this earlier, it's kind of dangerous because that's what these people want, is they want us to show what they're doing and how they have the power to mess with us.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're like fueling or feeding the fire, you know? The more you talk about it, the more they're like, oh, we're getting attention, so we're gonna give them, you know, mess with them even more. And
Yeah,
so...
those type of people I call narcissists. Right? Narcissists.
I agree with Bailey. Those people can be super narcissistic, and the whole idea, it's like a power dynamic.
Say it. You can't talk.
Narcissists. Like I said before, you see it happening all the time, and you see people portraying it in a ton of different ways. Like Liz, I don't know if you guys remember this, on Liz's second channel, like a year and a half ago, this is before, Liz and I used to be roommates, but before that, somebody broke into her apartment late one night and she filmed the whole thing.
I remember that.
Like, that stuff happens all the time, and you see people online portray it in different ways. Some of it is super fictional and like a little blown up so it's more interesting to watch, and some of it's really real and really scary.
Well, I know, so there's one YouTuber I used to watch. He's like a mukbang YouTuber, and he like went on a break for like 2-3 months, and I was like, okay, what happened? And he came back with an update, and he literally had to move houses because I don't know if I should say this actually, because he said that when he came home, and he's like, luckily my girlfriend was there, his house got broken into. He didn't really show anything because he literally just sitting down at a table and eating. And so people are like, okay, how? There's like a window and like stairs, and that's how I guess these people found out where he lived. That is insane. But then outside, I guess there are like power lines, or like they can see where exactly.
That's nuts.
It's insane. I mean, like I was saying earlier, we've had fans come up and literally they'll be like, oh, we saw a billboard in the background, and we kind of just searched around a little bit and found out the house. Or like,
and they like, I get it comes from a loving place.
Yeah.
But and usually those people say like, and yeah, we've been driving around for the last 2 days trying to like find you guys. But then there are people who do the same thing but have a more malicious intent, right?
100%. Like,
So-
we're not saying like, we're not discouraging like, oh, like we hate fans or anything. Like, we love you guys.
We're always
obviously.
down to talk.
Yeah.
But what Stove is saying is there are just people who do the same thing but do it for a more vile reason. I think we have a solution as to help stop these people who are messing with us right now.
You have a solution?
I think I have a solution. And
Okay.
You do?
I think so, and I think you guys might agree with me. And that's, we need to stop publicizing when people are messing with us, right? I'm not saying like when there's mysteries going on and we want to follow clues, go for it. I think that's great. But when somebody breaks into apartments, when somebody breaks into houses or breaks windows like Liz's place, breaks into something like Bailey's place, breaks into Liz's old apartment, someone follows us around, someone comes here, someone goes to Stove's house, or we have to call the cops, we should not publicize that as much because all we're doing is fueling the fire. We have a solution, and we're not going to publicize stuff as much when this weird stuff goes on, these problems, these creepy people, unless we have to, because all we're doing is encouraging them.
I agree completely. I think it's like, the more you are like bothered by it, you know how it's like when you're bothering or annoying someone and you can visibly see them getting annoyed, you like want to do it more.
It's
like,
called an antagonist, Stove.
when you see their reactions and stuff, you want to annoy them more and more. So like if we give them more and more, they're like, oh, I'm getting these reactions from these YouTubers, so I want to keep on messing with them. You know?
Give them
Exactly.
nothing. Is that what you're trying
And
to
so like
say?
by giving them,
1000%.
they have basically like no ammo.
So you want us to stop uploading?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Great question, Bailey. Great question. No, we're not gonna stop uploading. We're gonna keep making content.
Someone else is asking.
Like, we're backlogged a little bit. Like, we always have videos ready to go, and we're gonna keep making the videos we want to make. We're just going to not focus when these weird, creepy things happen. Also, big news, I don't know if I should share this or give more details, but like, we are looking into moving the entire team to our house. There have been times where we don't come here at night anymore. Like, it's the middle of the day right now, we're fine to be here, but when everyone's here, but at night, we're all gone and no one stays here anymore.
Carter won't even stay here anymore.
Carter won't even
He
stay-
pays so much money for this place.
He pays beep. Yeah.
Carter pays this much a month.
Carter pays how much a month for rent? We're gonna keep doing what we love to do. Of course, we really appreciate all of you, and we love you, and thank you for the support and the kind words and the tips on how to be safe. We're going to be safe, keep doing what we're doing. but we're just not gonna cover the creepy, dangerous stuff because all we're doing is feeding the fire. So love you all.
Yeah, I mean, we're all in this together. It's not like one of us is
This together. Subscribe. Oh wow! All right. All right. Peace out, y'all. Thank you so much.